The Leafs and the Columbus Blue Jackets collide here this evening in a game that is extraordinarily important for the Columbus Blue Jackets, but for the Toronto Maple Leafs, an opportunity to put a little more distance between themselves and the Florida Panthers, who lost this afternoon to the Ottawa Senators, and it'll be played in on the right wing side now for Marchenko. Marchenko into the slot, a pass down into the corner, and it comes around, centering pass in front of the goal. Whoa, great save made by Stolarz as the Columbus Blue Jackets get the first good opening salvo as far as puck possession, and he was alone and unmarked. Back in over the line now for Nyes. Nyes in with a shot, and Merzlikins gets the blocking glove in front of that. Trying to get it back to the point. It does come back to the point, left on the left wing side. A shot fought off by the glove of Stolarz, who didn't know where it was. It comes back to the point, another shot. Stolarz stopped that. And you would think it has to be made sooner rather than later to get some kind of a rhythm. And a shot by Tavares off the blocker of Merzlikins goes up into the screen. Puck now in front of the net. Myers pounding it off the board to center, and he gets Lawton in over the line. His shot is just off the mark wide, and it was a bullet. And going back for it is Werenski. He almost gave it away, and now they do. Holmberg into the slot. A shot scores! Robertson! A horrific giveaway. And Nicky Robertson is the beneficiary of a Pontus Holmberg setup for a 1-0 Toronto lead. Donating and helping and doing stuff. So keep that in mind. Here's centering pass by Nylander, and he cut right in front of the net, but Merzlikins got the left pad on it. Good play by Tavares to free it up. Had it knocked off his stick initially, but it goes into the corner. Blue Jackets along the boards trying to out-muscle a man. Myers is there, and a penalty is coming for cross-checking, and is it Scott Lawton? Dropping it off into the near corner for Kent Johnson. Johnson for the pass across the ice. And a good block again by Chris Tanev. And the slapping of the stick that you might have heard was goaltender Anthony Stolarz thanking his other goalie for making a pretty good save. To Werenski. Werenski with a shot. Blocked away by Stolarz. It's around back of the goal. Comes in front of the net. Good stick there by Nyes, who was hauled down. No penalty call. Shot goes wide of the Leaf goal. Back at the point, kept in by the Blue Jackets. Myers crumples his man Corrali on the boards. Couldn't make a pass. Then had his feed intercepted. Back to the point. Gabranson with a shot. Blocked another shot. Blocked another shot. And that was blocked as well. Here's a chance with a pass in front of the net. A wrist shot taken there by Nyes. Went wide of the goal. Nyes, after his own rebound, goes around back of the net. Tried to make the Michigan, and it didn't quite make the far post. Oh, wow. Fabro goes D to the far side. Long shot blocked in front of the net. May have broken the stick of Riley, and in fact did. But Nyes breaks out. Nyes is in on goal. Backhand stopped by Merzlikins. Matthew Nyes is the best player on the ice for the Maple Leafs here in this first 22 minutes of play. Couldn't get it out. Now brought in on the right wing for Danforth. Goes back to the point on the far side. Worked into the slot area. Shot, and Stolarz is there. Fantilli going wide against Benoit. Benoit hammers him into the boards on a hefty check. Kept in at the point. Now Robertson sending it into the corner. A big collision in front of the net. Yarncrook is in a battle in front. The gloves come on. No, it's Steven Lorenz, I'm sorry. Lorenz and Sean Corrali. And Lorenz trying to throw right hands, both players to the ice. Lorenz back up, wants a little more.
That was just a battle that boiled over right in front of the Columbus Blue Jacket goal. And unfortunately, for the goaltender. Merzlikins had actually gone in behind the net. I think Corrali starts by holding the stick of Lorentz.
OEL trying to chip it ahead and does, and Nyes looks to find Marner, nicely taken off the skate. Scissors it in. Matthews a backhand, and that was stopped by Merzlikins. Mitch Marner is so adroit at taking passes off his skates, kicking them up to his stick. Jack Johnson has it go off a skate. The Leafs are able to keep it into the slot area for Nyes. Dropped it back for Marner. Marner sings it back into the corner for Nyes. Nyes drops it off for Tanev. Driving the net with a pass. Oh, and he had Matthews right on the doorstep, and Matthews just missed it. Down into the Columbus zone. To the blue line, falling was Tavares. Here's a break now for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and a shot is gloved. I think it was deflected enough to go wide, but Stolarz got the left glove in front of it anyway. But Werenski's going to get there and skate it up on the far boards and pound it off the glass to get it out. Now Werenski has it knocked away. Leafs back in with Nick Robertson with a shot. He scores! Holy Mackinac, Nicky Robertson! Welcome back to the lineup.
A turnover right at the Columbus line, and it's a puck that bounces, and Matt Stomey just takes a swipe at it.
Matthews can't come up with it. It comes to center. Back to Marner in the zone on the right wing. In a slip pass in front of the goal. Nice! Got it back in front of the net, and it's cleared from the goal line. Out into center ice. Leafs getting to it on the near wing. Can't get it out. A pad save had to be made by Stolarz on a quick wrist shot by Fantilli. Marner gets it ahead, and Bobby McMahon is in over the line with Morgan Riley. And he tried to return the pass. Riley did, and it rolled wide. Now it's in front of the net. Riley can't get a shot away. Great defensive play there, and McMahon never did get the puck. He has it back to the point, though. Now Riley at the left wing with a shot that was blocked. Nylander scores! What a huge goal for the Maple Leafs, and what a killing goal for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Leafs had a great shot, a great chance off the rush, never got a shot out of it. But here it's a wrist shot from the left point by Morgan Riley. The Leafs in this game, but I think they've been pretty efficient.
Here's Robertson breaking in on that right side. Robertson, a goal! And it was hooked away there at the last second by Gabranson, as Robertson couldn't pull it to the forehand because Merzlikins came sprawling out.
Marlies, maybe?
Maybe. And across the line, here's a shot glove saved by Merzlikins off of, and now Nyes gets tangled up in front of the net and gets tangled up there. Who is that with? Is that Olivier? I believe it is. Well, Matthew Nyes is picking on one of the big boys in this league, if that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, Olivia came in, might have been a little later. Yeah, it was Dante Fabro first. But Olivier then sort of came in and played the role of big brother. Are we just getting the one penalty, or are they both going here? Looks like they're both gone.
We'll drop it back for Marner, who starts out. Marner through center to Matthews on the left wing and into the zone. A drop pass for Marner. A pass in! Oh, and it trickled in behind Merzlikins and went just wide of the post as Matthews redirected that beautiful pass from Marner. Now the Leafs regrouping 4-on-4 with 1:12 left in the coincident minors. The pass ahead for Nicky Robertson. Robertson into the slot. Scores! No, I'm sorry, it is Nylander. I thought it was Nick Robertson. Willie Nylander gets his second. My bad. Well, I was hoping. Blue Jackets have kind of had a little of the air flow out of their balloon here in this third period with a pair of goals from the Maple Leafs. Nylander has both of those. To the far side for Tanev to Nylander. Drop pass back to Nylander. Sharp angle shot. Stop Merzlikins to save the rebound and scramble for it. And finally, it is into the glove of Merzlikins. Voronkov to center ice and a collision in the neutral zone there with Max Domi and Matachuk. Matachuk with a glance over his shoulder. And now the Leafs bringing it in with Domi on the left wing, trying to drop it in front of the net. And it was knocked away. Now we have a fight going on behind the scene. Is this Benoit and Olivier? Well, Benoit is picking a pretty tough customer here in Olivier. Benoit at long range, Olivier throwing overhand rights. Neither fighter are able to kind of get one loose, and I think they have just decided enough's enough.
Smart move by Benoit.
Marner, a drop pass for Matthews into the slot area on the backhand, looking for knives. And it was deflected away, but a penalty is coming here. Nylander's going to get it on the near boards and send it off to Matthews on the far wing. He has a little more room. It comes to Willie! And he hammered one high and wide. Tavares gets it back to Willie. Over in the corner for Matthews. Centering pass. Nice fail to redirect. Leafs with good pressure. Marner keeping the puck in. To Matthews, a pass. Nice, missed it again. He's had 2 goals in 10 seconds. Marner to Matthews, a shot. Merzlikins a save. Brought to center ice by Robertson. Robertson, was drilled to the boards on the far side. John Tavares trying to, or was that Oliver Ekman-Larsson getting involved? Robertson goes to the bench. I think he's okay. In across the line on the right wing side. They stop it up. Back to the point of drive. I honestly think the second last game of the season in Buffalo is going to carry a great deal of importance in the standings. And I can hardly wait. And now his line mates have joined him, Marner and Knies. A shot directed wide. The rebound! Hit the goal post in behind Stolarz, who gives it a nice little tap with the glove. And it's cleared down into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to Benoit, slid around back of the net, tried to chip it in front of the goal. It does come in front, backhand try by Knies. Was stopped by Merzlikins to centering back, they score! Matthews! Nothing new here. That's the 8th time he has beat Merzlikins in his career.
This happens right after Matthew Knies has another great opportunity at the top of the crease.
Aren't able to get it out. Nylander against the boards. That's stopped. The puck goes free. Back to the point. A long shot in traffic. Stopped. And time is going to erase itself. And Anthony Stolarz gets his second shutout as a Leaf and his 10th in his career, as he is perfect in handling 27 Columbus shots.
And would you believe, Mr. Bowen, that this, on your birthday, is the first time the Toronto Maple Leafs have ever shut out Columbus on home ice?